scary, only for about 20 seconds or so. But then in Hawaii on one occasion, I was on the top floor of a high-rise hotel, and the building started swaying.
That would have been scary, I would imagine.
I'll tell you a story which I've never told anybody. I'll tell it now.
A new story?
Yes, because it happened years and years ago.
8:10 on 3AW on, what's the date today? Thursday, April 12. We'll make a note of that.
Okay, now, I don't want you to think I'm promiscuous, but on the beach at Waikiki, I met a really, really nice American lady,
yes,
a little younger than I am, and we spent the whole afternoon. She was on her own. In fact, she was looking for friends who hadn't turned up. And the story was that we got chatting after a while, and I felt sorry for her. And knowing I had the deluxe suite in this hotel, which was 2 bedrooms and a little sitting area and everything, I took pity on her and said, look, you're welcome to share my suite with me if you like, which is a bit of a risk with a total stranger. I mean, she could have been an axe-murderer, or I could have been for that.
Exactly.
But she was very grateful.
Still might turn out to be. The night is young.
She spoke fluent Russian, too, apart from being American.
Oh, yeah.
So I said to her, I've never told this story before to anybody.
No, I'm looking forward to this.
I'll let you share my room with me, because she was flying out the next morning. But then I thought to myself before I went to sleep, gee, if there's an earthquake, it'd be a wonderful excuse to go and jump in and cuddle her and hold her close and protect her.
You hussy, you shameless hussy.
I've never told this. I feel ashamed. It's like only confession. But I thought, oh, it'd take an earthquake for me to have the nerve to go and jump on her bed and just protect her in case the ceiling fell in.
That's a new word for it.
And sure enough, later in the night, we did have the quake. But I chickened out. I kept well away. And the lights were swinging from side to side from the ceiling, and the furniture was shaking. And I decided to do the right thing. And in the morning I said, did you feel the quake? She said, no, I slept right through it.
Oh, I was going to say, Philip Brady, the one man in the world whose erogenous zones are so huge that he made the earth move for her without being near her.
Yeah, and she slept through the whole thing. How about that? You amazed to hear a story you've never heard before.
I have never heard that one before.
No, you haven't, because I've never told it before, but it's exactly... And we kept in touch for about a year by letter.
Yes.
Except she kept writing to me in Russian, so I don't know what she thinks of me or what she said to me, because I didn't translate it. Now we've lost contact. Ships that pass in the night.
I wonder where she is now.
I don't know.
And what she's doing.
I don't know. She might turn out to be a famous movie actress or something. I might see her on the big screen one time.
I wonder how many more stories you have that we've never heard before.
Yeah.
Oh, a few.
Because I don't think there's that many.
I don't think there's many.
Yeah, it's about every 20 years I'll come out with a new one. Okay. So there we are. But after 9, I'd love to, because John Blackman's joining me. After 9, I'd love to hear from people who've perhaps been caught up in an earthquake. And see, we're not used to them here. I think if you live in New Zealand, the ground's trembling all the time over there, but you just don't know whether to run outside or get under the bed, or I believe the bathroom's probably the safest place, jumping into the bath.
Yes, apparently the reason for that is that when they build a house, that little section of a bathroom, because there's a lot of walls in a small space, is just more structurally sound.
Or I reckon even safer place to be would be jump in the fireplace. Because whenever you see a house burned down, the chimney is always still standing. It's the only thing that's still there.
So that would probably be a good idea if your house was on fire and you couldn't get out. But for an earthquake, you're going to a place that's built out of bricks and is likely to land on you.
Oh, well, I don't know where I'd head.
Yeah.
But this girl, well, I'd like her to change that night, but I don't know. I just thought better of it, you know. Have you got a story to share? You tell me a story that you've never told anyone before.
It's hard. Because I've got so many stories that I've never sort of had the opportunity to say. But
did that make me sound a bit sleazy, inviting a total stranger to share my suite?
No.
Right.
No, it doesn't sound like a hormonal teenager, but that's fine, absolutely fine. I can't think off the top of my head of anything I've got that has ever happened to me that is interesting enough to relay on the radio.